Hello everyone, my name is Joshua pheqes Quest, and you might be wondering why you're seeing me here. That's because I'm going to be bringing you recaps every week for CSL. The games have been going on regardless of whether or not they've been broadcasted, so I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So since there is no footage, I'm just going to give a brief overview of what's happening, or what has happened, I should say, in week 1 of League. Gonna be touching on a few different regions in the United States and Canada, as well as some of the big names you may recognize as mainstays. And actually the first one is going to be University of California, Irvine, last year's champion, and they are currently undefeated. They won their first game already. Again, best of 3 for League of Legends, so they are 2-0. They actually 2-0'd their opponents, and they are sitting pretty at 1-0. No surprise for the former champions. University of Ottawa is also looking good, just like you see Irvine at 1-0, 2-0ing their opponent. And I believe most of the teams that I'm going to be mentioning for League of Legends have 2-0'd their opponent. I'm actually going to go from Ottawa, Canada, to down south in the United States for Ole Miss, University of Texas Dallas, and George Mason. They are all at 1 game apiece for in their respective conferences, 2-0ing their opponents as well. And in fact, I think there's been a couple teams, maybe a few teams, that have actually played more than 1 game thus far. And one that stood out is Culver Stockton. They are 2-0 right now. I'm already getting 2 games in under, I think it's under a week thus far. So good job. Over in the realm of CSGO, there is 1 overtime game thus far that has been recorded that is between McMaster and University of Toronto, with McMaster coming out on top at 19-17. Congratulations to them. Overtime's always a little bit of a nail biter, but McMaster's got it. Another notable win is for Mississippi State because they took out the 2-time champion Baruch College. And one last point for CSGO, actually very interesting, is that University of Maryland, they were able to take out West Virginia University 16-13 in a 4v5. Very hard uphill battle whenever it's a 4v5 at a caliber of any sort of competition. So congratulations to University of Maryland for that win. And last, certainly not least, we're gonna round out this recap with some Dota. We actually have some footage for this one, so enjoy that, because UCSD, University of California, San Diego, took on San Jose State University, and what probably should have been a clean 2-0 for UCSD. They got a little bit into trouble in that first game. We're going to take a look at some of the footage for that one.
San Jose State University just going to go straight for the tier 4s. They know there's no buyback on 3. McMaster says, I'm just focusing on your base. Parablade has BKB, manages to pop it, but I mean, is this even enough damage? Alright, he has Satanic, that should keep him alive a little bit. The multicast plus the Nimbus, that's enough. Parablade buys back, gonna see what he can do. Golem coming out with the Fatal Bonds, a ton of damage actually coming out here onto the Radiant, but they're just clicking the base. They know if they get it, it's over. And San Jose State University ends what seemed to be like an impossible game for them to win.
Congratulations to SJSU for taking game number 1, but we can move on to game number 2, where SJSU got absolutely destroyed. UCSD, they did not make the same mistakes as they did in game number 1 and absolutely destroyed SJSU. But game number 3, since UCSD lost, and it should have been, honestly, again, should have just been 2 games. They lost the first one, had to go to a game number 3 after winning the second game. They just could not replicate that magic. San Jose State University able to take out UCSD at game number 3 and take the first victory of their Dota season. So congratulations to SJSU. Thank you for joining me. My name is Joshua pheqes Quest. You can follow me on Twitter at pheqes. You can also follow Starleague at Starleague. I highly suggest you do, because that is where we're going to be posting any of our broadcast schedules, match schedules, brackets, anything of the sort to keep you updated, I should say, on our collegiate season. And once again, thank you very much for joining me. See you next week for week number 2's recap.